5, 4.
Okay, doing a
3,
plus 18 Plaguefall with a
1.
PUG that I joined through the LFG tool. I do not know any of these people. It looks like we're going to be doing a skip here at the beginning, which is awesome. And it does sound like the tank also is comfortable with going and getting the red Necro buff before
You're welcome to try. The horrors within these halls will make
before we do the first boss, which is also great. It helps it a lot.
A great evil lurks nearby. Expel it with haste.
Wait. Okay.
I must get closer.
I'm going to be go ahead and popping army here, because with the amount of trash that we're going to need to clear, it should be up in time. Druid's going to need to be careful not to pull that group behind him. I'm going to go ahead and aim Z here because there's nothing really to use it on in the next couple packs. Okay, and my cooldowns are already ready again for the group of oozes here, which is very nice.
Now claim its power as your own. I am out of range. I require a target.
Nice.
I must get closer. I cannot use that item. I am out of range.
I missed using my IQD with army, so I'm popping it now because it should be, hopefully, up with army. Army should not be ready before IQD is, based on how much time is left. If I'm constantly attacking, it should be about maybe 4 minutes and 30 seconds for army to be back up, out of the total cooldown of 8 minutes. So it's about half the amount of time that it actually says, so I should have it up in about maybe a little over 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pop cooldowns here. Just popping them on a cooldown. I need to be careful about popping them on the last pack, the red pack, red slime. Pull these first. Should be able to pop cooldowns here. Nice. So I don't really have... I probably can afford to use cooldowns, just not army. Stun that.
I require a target.
Oh, feeling bad. This is awkward. Okay. Now we get the buff. And now we go to the boss with our beautiful 25% haste. It is nice to be able to drag it up because you get a couple extra seconds, but it's not the end of the world. It's better than not having it at all, right? Alright, and cooldowns are up. We're ready to roll. And Army and IQD were both up, so that was great. That's a 19k single target opener. Okay, so now over here, we kill these. Beautiful. Okay, get cooldowns rolling again. And we're in execute range. Use Death's Advance for that Plague Stomp so I don't have to actually run back. Very nice. Keep those executes running. Okay. Focus on getting this guy down. Should just be able to kite out the last one. Go ahead and, oh, nice route. And very nice. Easy. $10k single target on the first boss. 10.7, good stuff.
All of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
So again, doing a runic power dump before we start doing D&D cleave. Ah! Stun me so I don't have to chase it. I like this route that the tank is doing. This is my new favorite route that I started doing for my Plaguefalls as well. It's just nice. You know, I don't know if I can stand... I know as a tank I can just stand in those with AMS, but I'm scared to try that as a DPS. I know it doesn't apply the debuff when you have AMS up, but I don't know if the damage would kill me as a DPS. So... nervous to try that. Oh. Dare I try it? I'm gonna try it. Okay. Noted. I can stand in it as a DPS as well. It's only the dot that kills you. There's no actual initial damage. It's applied. So, for science, I took a risk testing that, but, you know, it's like, well, it's a bug. Alright. Oh, it sucks that I'm standing in that, but it's okay. Okay, we need to kill the congealed slime first. I started doing my wounds accidentally on the plague binder, so I was just getting up 4 so that I could actually apocalypse, and now I'm getting them down with some D&D cleave. So I was able to get wounds on both, which is always nice when you can actually manage to do that. Something I'm trying to get better at is I'm trying to remember to use my free death strikes that I get, because that's just free damage. There's no resources that I need to spend for that. So after I get a killing blow on something, if I get a free If I get a free death strike, just need to use that, you know. Jagged spines, hard to see those on the stairs, so I'll just scoot back just in case, because I can range cleave. I don't have to worry about being in melee range as long as I'm inside of death and decay with my clawing shadows. It's pretty nice. So here I'm popping my cooldowns. Fortunately did not have another rune to get my second festering strike off to get off Apocalypse, so I had to wait a couple seconds there. Okay, A-bomb is up in 2. I'm going to go ahead and use it. No, I'm going to save it. It's kind of a waste, but I'm going to use it on this mini-boss just to get the free damage. It would have been nice to have it up for that pack, but it didn't quite line up.
Dark magic coalesces here.
Okay, nice. We're gonna have 3 targets here though, so that works out. Let's get up my wounds on Oros. I don't have my cooldowns up, so I'm just gonna do some D&D cleave until they are. I'm saving my AMS for if I get targeted by that old circle. Let's get off stuns, grips, slows, all that good stuff. Don't want to pull that big guy. Oh, that was close. Okay, at this point now, it's better off if I just save the cooldowns. Use my AMS, see if you use it. Oh. So what I was saying before I interrupted myself is you can prevent the application of Biting Cold from that last lieutenant by using AMS during the cast time.
I must get closer.
Okay, so wounds, cooldowns. Move out for a second, use Clawing Shadows and Death Coil, and I've lost 0 uptime for moving out of melee range, which is a really nice part about using Clawing Shadows. If you're running All Will Serve, or if you're playing Frost, you know, you have to be in melee range. With All Will Serve, the only okay, never mind. So it looks like we're not going to do this. That's okay.
Who dares intrude on my laboratory? When I find you, I'll be happy to demonstrate my
Oh, we'll have the buff for the mobs here. That works out. But typically what you'd do is you would skip that pack that we just killed, kill the left pack instead, and then you can kill this pack at the bottom of the stairs, kill the lieutenant, but then it's a little weird. You go down the bottom of the stairs here and kill this slime right here for the extra buff. Kill it for the extra debuff, and then you come back and kill the red slime pack that we just killed, and then you can enter the boss with 2 of the buffs up. It's really strong. You can push him pretty early there without having to pop cooldowns. And then you have all your cooldowns comfortably up for the bomb phase. It's not as important for this boss as it is for the first boss. The first boss you're kind of on a time limit because of the
Claim your power, walkers.
because of the big slimes, the way that everybody skips them. Oh, we didn't kill the left pack. But do that anyways, unless he really wants to like game it. A little scary. I do have army up, so that's really nice. Mess and step on a couple of these. Peck. Oh, pack. Oh gosh.
I must get closer. Too far away.
Okay, this is interesting. I did blow my cooldowns, but hopefully my other cooldowns will come up in time for the bomb. I'm saving army. Should be. As soon as he flies, I'm going to go ahead and pop okay. Flushcraft. Yeah, hop out the healer here. Death's Advance plus Bull Rush is pretty nice because it makes you run charge even further. Okay, here we go. Plague Bomb, Army, 2 sets of wounds, cooldowns. Need Apocalypse to come off cooldown before this thing dies. Get IQD rolling. And we are good. Now we need to kill this congealed slime quickly. As soon as it dies, I will get the buff because my Flushcraft is still on cooldown, which is very nice, so that'll be helpful. I don't have to do anything, and it just automatically picks it up. Boom, there it is. Actually, I don't even know if these guys give buffs. I've never actually thought about that. I don't know if they drop the buff or not. Okay, cooldowns are not quite ready. I'm going to save them for the next bomb, because they're definitely not going to be up by the next bomb if I use it. I'm going to go ahead and let my wounds fall off, because I'd like to build my wounds on the bomb, and I don't want him to really be sitting with wounds that are going to expire. Using my Sudden Doom procs. Step on these oozes. I'm just keeping my wound stacks really low. We'll go ahead and get a Soul Reaper off. Okay, Death's Advance. Do not use A-Bomb here. I can use it as a tank, but right now that would be suicide. I'd pull the congealed slime on top of the bomb. Easy. Okay. Now we can go ahead and A-Bomb with extra cleave damage. Not super worthwhile to cleave here, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Using Death and Decay, because the boss is taking 75% reduced damage while that slime is near him, so it's not really effective cleave, but it's alright. Oh. Soul Cleaver should be able to finish him up here. Okay. So that didn't time out super well with the Lust. My army was not... I was not going to be using my army during that Lust because I would have lost so much damage on that first bomb. So let's see what route he takes. The route that I do with the skip actually skips this middle platform as well. We actually just jump off the edge here. We do kill this pack, but we jump off the edge, and then we just pull those along the edge. So we'll see what he chooses to do. Okay, he's doing the nice little skip strat that you can do if you taunt. If you taunt that pack just right on the edge of the island, it's really nice because you can actually not pull the whole island. You can take care of these two before you actually get to the island. So with my skip route, you also do have to pull this pack right here. I forgot that last time and I didn't have enough. But he's just going to pull the middle, so it should be plenty. Go ahead and pop my cooldowns here, get the interrupt on the creepy crawlers, because if that gets off, it's really, really rough. I can grip the bolt defender. Okay, he stunned it. It works out. Saving my IQD because I don't want to risk it not being up for the boss. Yeah, those creepy crawlers are first priority kick. I don't know if Fleshcrafter's actually up first pack at the bottom of the stairs to get that ooze. So I might have just missed it. So that was my bad. I always wait a little bit to attack this because I wait until after the first time he pulls somebody in. Oh my gosh. Couldn't cast my outbreak for some reason there. Yeah, I wait until he pulls the tank in because that's a good way to get yourself killed. He'll pull whoever he initially has aggro on, and usually the tank just like hits him with one little ability, or they just taunt it or something like that to not pull things around it. And if you're the one that gets pulled in, a lot of times you can die. Not so much as a DK, but as a healer or something. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, he was wanting to pull that. Used some D&D cleave, timed out perfectly with his pull. Stun that. Now whenever I'm playing Blood, it's nice to mind control either one of these bulwarks or the snipers. They each have a different use. The bulwark is nice because it you can use his active ability, that shield thing. It's actually an active ability that you can press, and on Tyrannical you can use that to negate some of the damage from the infectious rain and stuff like that, which is really nice. Pull these. So there, I didn't stand on top of them with the Abomination Limb. I intentionally stood a little bit off to the side so that it would pull them off, interrupt the cast. Also right here, it's nice to mind control the Venomous Sniper when you're running as Blood or as Frost, because he's the Inspiring, so we can't interrupt that Bulwark, unfortunately, until the Sniper is dead, so it makes it tricky because we're about to have those Stealthlings get cast. Oh, there they are. Ooh, does Frost Nova prevent them from jumping because they can't move? Is that what that was? If so, that was really nice. Go ahead and stun that Bulwark here. Bushcraft because we can. There's any buff to actually acquire those, so. And I'm going to go ahead and pop my cooldowns here. Shouldn't be lusting here. I can still most likely army here and then also have it up for the last phase of the last boss. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. probably a waste, but I went ahead and AMS'd and Icebound Fortitude there, because I really didn't want to die. Next boss isn't too crazy. It would be really nice to have IBF up, but... Okay, so there we got a double interrupt because we did a grip, and then we did a stun. Alright, I do have army, and I'm going to have cooldown, so let's blow this joint.
You will not stop me.
Ideally, you want an army in melee range, so they have less time to travel, and they're going right away. I'm going to save A-Bomb here for a second. It is nice to use that during the Assassins for two reasons. One, it does a lot of damage when it's when you're not running Marileth. You want to be using A-Bomb for cleave. Also, it pulls them out. Check this out.
A single scratch is all.
And here we're doing some D&D cleave. Luckily, we were low on runic power, so I don't have to worry about dumping it. And now they're all dead. So, as I capped on runic power, I was able to just swap in my single target rotation. Didn't need to worry about D&D running out because it doesn't matter. They're all dead. Very nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop our second set of cooldowns here. And Apocalypse. Shadow Ambush, I do not have IBF. Ooh, that prevents the stun. AMS also prevents the stun. I kind of just was... I didn't know that. I was just testing it, but that's awesome to know. So IBF prevents the stun, and AMS prevents the stun. So that means, you know, unless you're really unlucky with how often you're targeted by that that stun, the Shadow Ambush, that's really awesome. Because that means that you can negate pretty much every single one. And we'll go ahead and Death and Decay over there. Epidemic Spam. All these are dead. Cooldowns. It's a healer habit, but I like running over to rescue the person that just got ambushed, because if they freaked out and they moved out a little bit early and they're slow moving back, like let's say that our little pack moves, sometimes they can just get stuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and AMS this. Like right now, see how they're moving away? I only had 3 seconds left, so. Good chance I could have gotten stunned there. I'm gonna IBF this one. Nice. And I assume he's gonna pull the 3 slimes.
Who trespasses upon the house of Blaze? Who seeks that which cannot be controlled? If you so desire.
There is something you can do with the slimes. You can save them and then come back to it after the trash and then do it right before the last boss, but what he's gonna do? He is gonna do it. Yeah. Look at that. It's like he can hear me. Yeah, if you do it after, right before the last boss, you can get... You can just pull all this. Let's go pull everything. Sorry, man. Probably shouldn't do that, but I like doing it. I pull all 3 packs even when the tank doesn't, because they're gonna walk so slow, and with the way the epidemic works, a lot of times tanks don't realize that I can do such good spread, pretty much uncapped AoE. I can Just get I just use Outbreak to manually put it on all 3 packs, and then I can epidemic them all. Another thing that you can do is if you pop cooldowns and stuff like that, and you keep moving, keep kiting and walking backwards, you can also A-bomb to group them all together a little bit more too. As long as you keep walking, backpedaling and stuff. Alright, so here we need to focus the congealed slime. Don't want to pop cooldowns. So I'm just going to do some D&D cleave. Focus the congealed first because he's caught. You see how high the other health ones are? How high of health the other 2 slimes are? It's because they take 75% reduced damage while he's alive, so we just gotta get that down. Okay, and Fleshcraft. Let's go! I am probably just gonna army red on pull. Depending how long this takes, I might be able to get 2 armies, but I kind of have a mini lust right now, so 25%. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna AMS, and I'm gonna save AMZ for Pit Phase 2, because right now we're kind of going crazy. So here, apply my dot to these ads. Can also use Death Coil, can use Clawing Shadows, things like that. Just kind of play it like a ranged player. That's one thing I really like about DK, is it doesn't fully feel like you're playing a melee class with Clawing Shadows, you know? Oh, my pet died. That's a lot of damage lost. Wonder how long that's been dead and I didn't notice. We are in Lust, so I probably shouldn't have used that there. I probably should have saved it, because Lust should be enough to cover it, but... Alright. Nice. And the haste boost is about to run out. Cooldown should be up. We're gonna go ahead and B-res here. Okay, nice. And we're in execute phase. Me and the warrior are gonna go crazy. Uh-oh. Just keep moving. IBF until the end of the dungeon. And GG. Nice. GG, nice run. Alright, good key. What'd I get? More boots that I don't need. Cool. I always give him the ooze. I don't need it. Alright, thanks for watching. Good key.